Brian, we're 34 minutes into the show and you've not stopped talking about Super Rugby. Can we change tack, please?
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I just can't believe we don't have. Do we have anyone involved in Super Rugby?
What
about is the ref involved?
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, who are you guys behind this weekend?
The ref.
Blues or Chiefs?
Chiefs. I'm a Chiefie.
Have you actually?
Yeah, of course you are.
I'm a Chief.
I tell you, in the AFL over here, there's a very, very clever. I don't know if I shared it with you guys on our little thread, but there's a fan who dresses up as a referee and cheers the referee. So if the ref does a call, he'll start saying, "Give me a U, M, P, I," and whenever he makes a good call, great call, ref. Mate, magnificent stuff. Magnificent stuff. What's been happening in the land of the long white cloud?
Well, there's been some games played this week, mind games, if you will. You guys have the NRL squads released on Tuesday night. The Super Rugby squads come out on Wednesday. And all week, there's been a couple of players who would absolutely not have been playing in this final. They've been named today by the coaches. Beaver's got conspiracy theories. He doesn't think these players are playing.
Oh.
What do you think? How often does this happen in the NRL? The team named on Tuesday isn't the one playing on Saturday.
So, with the Super Rugby, they name a squad. Is that how it works?
No, a full match day 23.
Yes.
And a little bit different to the NRL boys, where they obviously put, again, another 4 or 5 underneath that team list that they've got to come from. They can just name these 23, and it's the first time they've ever done it this year for the whole competition, like the NRL.
Oh, okay.
But it hasn't been exploited. But I think right this weekend it's when it's going to have its first manipulation, a bit of skullduggery leading into this grand final.
I love skullduggery. I like the
Yeah,
word. I like everything it stands for. Skullduggery just reminds me of being a pirate.
One of my boys, Fletch, and I did send this to you boys, actually, and they sent me the heroics of you, Beav, in the World Cup, and the very good clip and the journey to which, you've got to be there to be in the mix. You've got to have a ticket in the barrel, which you did, and all of a sudden you become a World Cup champion.
Is that inspiring the young Sharkies?
Yeah. Well, they said, "Dad, what about this story? It's unbelievable." And I said, "That's our man, the Beaver."
Yeah.
What a wonderful story.
Was that 2:15, Beav?
2:11.
2:11. Hey, did you watch any of the golf over the weekend? Or on
Yes.
Sunday? What was your thoughts on Rory just bailing and not even saying congratulations to Bryson?
I don't mind it.
Yeah,
he's a competitor. I don't mind it.
But the game was over and he just
they've got issues.
Yeah.
I
thought it was poor form. I thought it was poor form.
It's Live PGA hangover too, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing,
there's a lot of that.
Bryson's trying way too hard to be liked.
Mate, they're loving him.
To be nice.
But he's not. He's not. It's gonna. You watch. I can see holes in it.
Did you see he got? He missed out on the USA Olympic team.
Correct.
And because they just purely went off the rankings.
Yeah.
But of course, the Live golfers are disadvantaged by that.
Because they can only get points.
Yeah.
And same with us. Cameron Smith didn't make it.
Yep.
But no, I thought that was poor form by
But
Rory.
up until probably 6 months ago, Bryson would have been one of the most hated golfers on the planet, wouldn't he?
Yeah, and you know what's turned him around? TikTok. So whoever his camp is, they've told him to get on TikTok.
Yep.
And he's showing his sort of funnier side, but I can see straight through it. He's a fraud.
Mate, some of the great turnarounds.
Are you guys into that Full Swing on Netflix?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got into it.
I got a little bit into it.
It's the second one. The first one I got into. Second one, not so much. But
Season 1?
Season 1 was good.
But Tom Brady was the same. Tom Brady was the same where, and we talk about net promoter score for businesses, and that's the sort of the brand health. He wasn't really liked at the Patriots. And then when he went to Tampa, mate, he just completely changed his persona. They fell in love with him, and I think Brighton's done the same. He's done an about-face.
You can change. Hey, guys, I need a question. We've got a golf trip planned. We want to go back to New Zealand, but we're wondering we might be brushing Queenstown. Beav, Kirst, I need 3 days, 2 good courses, good restaurants, and good times. Where should we be heading?
And you're brushing Queenstown, did you say?
Yeah, the boys said we've done that. Table. Yeah, it's off the table. Is there anywhere else?
Is that a bad play? The far north.
Yeah.
The far north is the 2 big star courses are up up north now.
Yeah.
They've just released a second one, Taridi. Google that. It's right on the coastline. It's as spectacular as it's probably trumps all the Queenstown courses now, as impressive as they are. And there's 2 that you can play. The only thing you probably don't get is she's a bit of a hike to said restaurants that you guys are after. And
when you say hike, what are we thinking? Or what are we saying?
Like a helicopter ride.
Well,
Like
yeah,
everyone just goes there on their choppers.
We don't have choppers. Okay, well that's our plan.
Couple of hours from downtown Auckland.
Nah, sorry. What's in Auckland? Is there any good courses in Auckland?
Oh, nothing that you're going to travel overseas for, though.
Okay.
They're good courses, but nothing that you're going to go, oh, well, let's fly over there for that.
Missing Hamilton. Great golf courses
Taiki.
in Hamilton. What's the new one?
Yes.
Taiki.
Okay.
Taiki played there a couple of Sundays ago. Great course. Taupo, actually. Okay, now if we're going to go that route, Chiefs country, of course, Fletch is a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
A couple of very good ones in Taupo, which is our big lake in the middle.
Yeah.
Kinloch. So maybe we could get you a Kinloch, Taiki. Phil Taudarangi, a former pro and PGA Tour commentator, he could probably join you. So,
What about
now we're talking.
What about good times after? We want. I'm the minister of good times, so I've got to put this towards the board.
Yep.
Well, why are you brushing Queenstown?
I don't know, the
you're
boys-
pushing the pass a bit here, I
I
reckon.
know the boys are just saying, well, it's time to go somewhere different.
Really?
We've only done it once. Don't get me wrong, we had a cracker time.
Yeah, but never disappoints Queenstown, does
Nah,
it?
it's the best place.
Not from good
You
times.
go back.
Good
You go back
times,
to where you've
yeah.
had good times.
Yep.
You do, but sometimes you just want to leave the good times as they were. You don't want to try and recreate.
Yes.
That's why I just like to move on. And I found that there was a lot of young people there in Queenstown, like too young. You know, they were falling over themselves. They were breathing on me. Oh, it was just
Fletch, they were your mates, Brian. You know what? You were kidding yourself. So you've just said that, and you were so proud about the video you shared of your mate on the plane on the way back.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that was all done within that.
What happened?
Oh, he was.
We had Scratchy, one of the great
Oh,
golfers. We call him
Scratchy.
Scratchy because he's off scratch.
Yeah.
But he plays great golf, but he plays better après golf.
Yeah, that was 4 months ago. They're still trying to get him off the plane. Oh,
He
mate.
fell asleep on the plane. He slept about 2 hours and 4 days. He was outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Worry about those young people, though, Brian.
What he would do, after we finished playing euchre, so we finished back at the house, he'd put all his golf gear on, all of it.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. He'd put even his hat, he'd put his zinc on his nose, and he would just jump into bed, all dressed, even his spikes, even his golf shoes. So he'd nod off about 4 a.m. and then we're playing at 7, and then up he gets, just jumps up. It was awesome.
That's great.
Oh, goodness me.
Kirst, Fletch could go to your part of the world, base himself at the Mount, get to Taiki in an hour, back to the Mount. He's got all his fun times and his good food and his social activities, and I'm sure we could find another couple of courses around here. Te Puke's a very good course.
Okay.
But the problem is he's in that age demographic where he's playing euchre beef, so the Mount may be a little bit too young for him.
No, but just nice restaurants. We can get down and dirty with the young'uns as well. But what I'm trying to say is we just want the option. We don't want to be we don't want to be stuck in the middle of nowhere. Because then we start playing drinking games, and then we play dares, and someone's
Worry about those young people, Brian.
Texas there.
Yeah.
The text machine's blowing up here for you, Fletch. Wairaki, Kinloch and Taupo is getting multiple votes. Cape Kidnappers and Clifton Golf Course, and then the Union Pub from Darren. That's our Hawke's Bay area, isn't it, Kirst? Gizzy?
Yeah, wherever you go, you'll be well hosted here in New Zealand. That's for sure, Fletch.
I can. That's why we love going to New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's why we love it.
And that's
Well
why
received.
he's actually put it out there. He knows what he wants to do, but he just wants a free one. That's what he's trying to do.
No.
He wants some rounds.
Yeah.
No freebies. We're going all right in the punters, our little punting day,
Yeah.
so we might have some spending money.
Hey, I want to ask you about this, guys. And I hadn't really thought about this because you don't see a lot of this up until maybe now. New Super Rugby chief Kevin Malloy, he wants All Blacks playing for Australian franchises. So he wants to see the likes of Artie Sevilla, Richie Moanga playing for Australian teams. He reckons it'd be a game changer.
Yes, please.
And Aaron Smith, the All Black, backed Malloy's idea. We'd back it, of course, to be more competitive. But what's the push for this? Just to make the comp better, or?
Well, first of all those players that he's talking about aren't even playing in New Zealand right now.
Oh, okay.
They're all playing in Japan. So
Japan.
there's the first.
God.
There's the first mark. Would the New Zealand players actually want to go and play for an Australian franchise beef? The top All Blacks? That's the question here.
Oh, I could easily do a season over in Brisbane or Perth. I'd have no issues with that. But yeah, I think it is to make the competition, I would think, more attractive and competitive. We're having, obviously, we've got a grand final this week, sold out in 5 hours, but the reality is we've got a competition that meanders along and then hits the semi-finals, and then we've got some intrigue.
Yep.
And we've just got to find a way to get at least half a dozen teams in with a chance to win it every year. And look, I think the idea's got merits, but will it happen? I would struggle to see New Zealand agreeing to it.
And who's going to pay for him? The game here is broke. Who's going to stump up the folding?
Well, I see one of his quotes was just throwing out poor Twiggy.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Yeah, he'll pay them.
Yeah,
He'll pay them.
Just always go to the Gina or Twiggy.
But
guys-
it would have to come like that third-party stuff.
Okay.
Okay, there you
If
go.
roles were reversed and you guys had to come to New Zealand to play, where would you want to be based?
Queenstown.
Where would you base yourselves?
Yeah,
Queenstown.
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 But he doesn't want to take his golf trip there.
No, the young, we've got to worry about those young ones there.
I
Kirst.
want to go, but
Yeah.
I'm being overruled. It's a democracy,
Oh.
democracy, our little gang. I'm a people pleaser. I just want to make sure everyone's having a good time. But they do what I say.
You know what? All our punters clubs, we've got the same personality types, don't we? I'm the pleaser also. Then you've got the stubborn ones who make it hard.
And just
You got the tight ass.
the whingers.
The whingers.
Can't do it. It's my
Yeah.
daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
I don't care about your
What
daughter.
time of year? What
December.
time of year is this coming, Fletch?
December.
Oh, summer. Gee, I think the
come to
Mount
the
might have
Mount.
merit.
Come to the
I think the
Mount.
Mount's got merit.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Mount
We'll
Merritt.
open our doors.
All right. Thank you
Okay,
very much,
we've got to
guys.
close our doors on this chat because we've got to get to a break, gang. But wonderful, wonderful insight.